Hey everyone. So imagine I have an element and the classes that it has are unknown, right? We know the class name collapse. That's easy. But what if some of the classes are, for example, stylistic classes from Tailwind and you know the prefix but not exact suffix and the full value? How do we confirm that this element has a class that starts with C accordion, for example, without knowing the XYZ part? So we're getting this element using an ID. Great. When we get this element, let's just look at this element, right? If we go to the console, let me bump the size a little bit. This element, right, has the class name. We used it before. It gives us the full string. We can maybe split the string, but we don't have to do it because browser already does this for us. There is a class list property. It's not an array, it's a DOM token list. It includes each class separately and also value, which is the full string. So how do we get this list and use it in our assertions to confirm that this element has a particular class that starts with C accordion? Here's what we do. The class list is the property. So we should use have prop class list. So this changes the subject from the found element to that DOM token list, right? If we try to print it to Scilog, well, it's kind of weird, right? We cannot even use should include, let's say, collapsed, because this is not a true array, right? As this error message says. So first, we have to convert this DOM token list into real array. Then it's much easier to work with. So we can use then array from. Okay. Now notice there is no representation of a callback from that. So if we print it, then we can see that it has been converted. All the class names have been converted into strings and into an array. Now it's easy, right? We can say then how do we check if element exists? Well, we can actually say invoke, right? Because we want to call array.sum method, sum, and pass a callback and say s starts with, let's say, C accordion. Okay, so we're gonna call an array method sum on the classes list that we got using property class list, then convert to an array, and then we just find if any of the classes start with C accordion, right? And we invoked it. We can look up what the value is. So it actually returned true, perfect, but we want to actually make it into an assertion. So we can say should be true, perfect. So we printed the values. So if something goes wrong, we know what to look at. And then we invoked array method sum, we pass the callback, and here we can do whatever we want, right? Any kind of logic to check the class list, and then we confirm the result of the sum